We have been looking forward to them getting their groove back in this tournament, but I think we're still far away from seeing.
You can't really trade as hard. You just have to kind of walk away, and all that time Rose is hitting him, and Rich is here. The ignite comes onto Bluff X, though. There's a dredge line onto Rose. Keeps him in the middle. The exhaust has been used on Rich. He's gonna go taken low too. And Trace Esports, they are saying we are dominant here in the mid lane. Get out of here.
Look at that.
Wow, wow.
Just does a wonderful work. 32%.
Apa nih? Apaan Raya? Diem lu Raya.
That's why I mentioned that even if Lisa
ada kah suara gua?
A nice performance
ada kah guys?
Game 27
tes
total damage.
Webcam kah? Perlu webcam kah?
Of course, that will get.
Gue lagi seru sih, lagi nonton.
Nice cancel by TAC actually on Azrael, just a little bit of a disrespect there. Stopping his recall.
Perlu kah webcam guys? Gue lagi makan sih.
Just be able to easily shove this wave and threaten maybe a dive here onto Azrael. Good thing Merly is in top lane, so still gonna be able to clear out the wave before he resets. And this is pretty much anticipated already. Renekton against the Gwen can struggle.
Kira streaming lagi bang, iya baru ini baru.
Fine because Lee Sao is a Renekton. He is very
di apa di tapi sayang Jarpan nih lagi. Ming lagi datang sayang Jarpan Rie. Ini lagi Rie.
That is
gue sini aja ya. Gue di sini aja ya. Oke guys.
Especially by TAC.
Gimana?
Drawing him in, and then when Azrael and Rich committed.
Gimana? Gue sini aja lah.
Well, an easy turnaround.
Di atas aja lah.
Lisa getting that first blood.
Ambil makan ya.
Onto the Gwen, and then the dive occurred. And check out this replay and how it actually happened. Since you're a Gwen, you don't really have that much escape tools, and it's just so disastrous here. Disastrous for Invading Sports.
Dev towernya ganti-gantian, cok.
Even Rose went
ada
to
yang
top
mati
lane
anjir.
Just for the extra insurance, and now
Bang,
again similar to game
baik,
number 1.
Alhamdulillah baik.
Deja vu moment. Top side is dominating or having a momentum swing. And Trace Esports again has a 2,000 gold lead.
Yep, and they are going to go on to Rich once again. Catch onto that Nautilus. He is gone. Another kill for Rose, and Trace Esports are just establishing their dominance right now.
Bot side,
another kill onto maybe this one onto Win. The Ragnarok has been popped, but he gets a piercing arrow onto Raven first. Merly at the very least gets that kill, but that was still a net draw there for
sambil SMR bang. Jangan agak jauhan dikit lah mic-nya lah ya. Gini lah ya.
The World Ender has been popped, but no, they're just going to come into the jungle and counter jungle his opponent.
Baru ini gua guys, baru habis.
Oh no. Not a
bersemedi di
good
goa.
start for Invading Sports. Even when got a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane despite the gank of Merly. That shows a lot. In this early game,
ini jika sama Parus dari dulu ya, dari dulu masih di pick
in this early game, and one of the main reasons is again TAC just so good with the setups. Even in the mid lane a while ago, Rich did not expect that engage coming in from him. The cast was on point. We even see 2-0 scores now for Lisa in the top lane.
Kalau mau nonton turnamennya itu lihat mapnya juga guys.
Look at the gold here.
Ngapa-ngapainnya tuh, rotasinya tuh bagus. Kalau di turnamen gua ngeliatnya cuman mapnya doang anjir. Kalau mekaniknya mah paling diulang-ulang. Kalau ada mekanik gini diulang sedikit. Olafnya nggak ketahuan tuh. Nah itu tuh. Gua kalau main Baron lane pasti ditaruh ward di sebelah kiri, sebelah kanan gue jarang. Buset. Malah malah apa namanya? Membuka racikan sendiri ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa, demi Baron lane kalian ya guys ya, demi improve server Indo. Gue kadang-kadang naruh ward di kiri karena apa ya? Karena di geng gitu, gue takutnya di geng kayak gitu. Jadi nggak expect tiba-tiba jungle-nya di situ kan.
are heading down towards bot lane. Or at least the bot side river to establish
Mapnya berubah gambar orang
in that area.
Itu mapnya di situ enggak sih?
Just gonna try to
itu bukan mapnya, itu skornya itu. Kalau di gua di skor ya kan?
Reset has been established with Race Esports. Can they actually reach here? I don't think so, because
anyong.
They're taking a lot of time. Lisa, yeah, is there. That as well.
Kalau dia sebagai apa sih kan? Enggak. Dia nggak PC, dia mentality. Kalau ABC kan ability power. Cuma ngimbangin Jig kalau ngepick Parus itu. Kalau di turnamen cuma ngimbangin.
Final hit there, the Mega Inferno Bomb gonna miss Talk, but barely. Lee Sao is alive still though, and that is a net positive actually for Invade Esports.
Yeah, Trace Esports for the first time ever actually was a little bit uncoordinated.
Mapnya kanan kepotong.
Was a little confused whether he has to go in or go out, because some of the members are actually quite low.
Kayak gini aja ya.
Was chasing away Merly, but it doesn't really matter for Invade Esports already, because they got they already acquired the dragon thanks to Riven, and now, well, they're at least gonna be using this herald to push down the tier 1 tower. 12 HP. Wow, still standing strong. Not even close, brother.
Barely standing here, but if Wing gets anywhere near, that tower is gonzo. So it's still up for now, but just barely. Tracy Sports.
Kita streaming kali ini nyantai dulu ya guys ya. Kita nobar dulu nih turnamen.
And Lisa, even if he is a
gua kemarin juga nonton turnamen gini, cuman nggak gua stream.
To take him down or try to dive him without backup, so that's what's gonna happen, because Rich and Merly are on the prowl now. Asriel may be orchestrating the dive first, but he does take a tower shot.
This is what I like though, you know, the late game scaling of the Gwen.
Kebanyakan
Even if
picknya yang tipis-tipis.
he struggled in the early game, the moment he actually just gets that.
Kalau mau ketemu yang jago party 3
party 3
udah pasti itu. Tapi lu harus kalau mau menangin gamenya ya lu harus carry. Pasti musuhnya kan party 3 juga kan. Itu musuhnya jago-jago tuh. Temennya nggak usah lu pikirin, tapi temennya ya lu pasti beban. Yang ketemu temen jago itu ya hampir kemungkinan kecil persenannya, 40% lah. Kan itu kan rank kan, cuman apa namanya, cuman melatih mekanik kalau rank.
For Invade Esports, but Talk and Win are here. They're gonna knock him back. The Nautilus Rich has been caught. He's going to actually get stolen by Wave. I think that was he might perhaps, but the World Ender has been popped early. It's still a 1-for-1, but Trace Esports, they are now the ones chasing Merly into the mid lane. Lee Sao's there. He slices in, but does not reach because Merly flashed out. Talk is going to drive by that turret.
This guy's so cheeky.
Yeah, that was very cheeky.
It was like, hey teammates, why haven't you taken this tower yet? And even sends a
ini sebelah kanannya sih Olafnya bakal kesusahan ya.
Along the way towards invading.
Soalnya kalau dia maju kan kena kiting. Kiting kayak apa namanya? Hitnya sambil mundur gitu. Kalau kiting gitu sih yang gua tahu. Jadi itu kan ada Parus, ada Corki kan, 2 DC itu. Olafnya bakal bonyok duluan, kalau nggak bonyok ya mati.
Successfully defending their tier 1 tower in the bot lane. So that is just giving, you know, more pressure towards Invade Esports into scaling towards the late game, because now they're down almost 4,000 gold. RH is up, which they will want to acquire, but they're struggling to do so just because of the setup here of TAC.
Yeah, and they're trying to keep Rose away from this fight with the Beggar Inferno bomb, but you know, Wave was already inside the Baron pit. They have priority on the positioning here, and TAC doing a really good job of kind of zoning them away. Merly hesitant to commit here as they jump onto Lee Sao. He's able to slice and dies out of there. They're still safe, but not Rich because he's been caught.
Tuh kan sebelah kanan bakal kesusahan sih. Jujur sebelah kanan kayak picknya gimana ya? Setengah-setengah. Pengen Alin nggak juga ya kan?
Now they have so much.
Pengen Alin bisa, Naut Olaf. Jix cuman modal ulti juga bisa. Cuman Olafnya langsung mati gara-gara kena Parus sama Corki.
Now Talk the one chasing him down.
Kalau sebelah kiri itu udah
There's
kayak
nothing that BluffX can do.
kiting ada, dapet.
At most, he is quite lucky to not
Badannya
be
juga
punished
lumayan
here
ya
by
kan,
Erosion
AATROX
and
sama
taken down. And in this
Gragas
replay, we
itu
saw
sama
the
Renek
attempt of
tuh.
Merlin
Renek
Azure
cuman
to flank right through, but Weba already
misahin
picked up that
misahin
RH.
orang juga
The zone
ini.
by Rose as well to take one down on the side
Juga
of Invade
kuat.
Esports, cost the numbers disadvantage for Invade, and it's just not the time yet for Azure to actually pop off. Nearly gets taken down in mid lane too.
BluffX now though, will he be the one defending this? Merly is
Boh.
there. They're gonna be jumping on him. He
Kalau lu lihat Olafnya nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain kan? Gara-gara paru sama ini Corki.
But wind is pretty low. That doesn't matter because
Oh.
Rich is going to get melted
Wah.
down and boom!
AATROX
There it
Renek
is. The
tuh.
world
Kalau
ending
udah depan
Weba taking down
kuat
3
banget.
members pretty much by
Kanan sih udah boleh
and that does
suren.
mean they catapult into the lead with this Infernal Drake. But Gwen is the only one left alive. Oh, Talk actually fights Asriel as
Baru
well.
Narawat di
Now this is
sebelah
gonna be a pretty so
kiri.
Chase Talk is the support, but if he can keep it just running into Asriel, yeah, he's just following. Weba is on the
Ya
way
menurut
now.
gue itu kayak
And,
tergantung
yeah,
kondisi lu sih.
they secure the kill. Just
Yo.
chase the Gwen 5,000 miles into his own jungle.
Kalau mau
You know something
Oh,
strong.
Narawat kiri kan.
Support.
yeah, now he is
Itu cuman
gonna get caught though.
kebutuhan lu juga.
Immediately flash depth
Iya gue tahu
charge.
maksudnya, ngerti
Even
gua.
if he landed the chase
Luar
correct,
kanan
there
biar
didn't
ini
really
kan,
matter
biar
way,
apa
but
namanya,
now,
tim lu
though,
juga
he
tahu
is
gitu.
still in the fight. So is Rose actually.
Cuman menurut gua
But they
sih
just want to look to disengage
tergantung
now,
ini
spend
sih,
some of that
harusnya
money,
nggak
and
perlu
come back
dijelasin
strong
sih.
in the next fight.
Kalau tim lu
Oh my
ini.
god, this is deja
Soalnya kan
vu
kalau
again.
ketahuan nih, misalkan jungle-nya
12
nggak
minutes,
ketahuan kemana-mana nih.
10,000 gold lead. Similar to game number 1.
Ya, soalnya nggak tahu mana-mana. Nah, lu
Race
sebelah
Esports
kiri juga
has
nggak apa-apa.
established a solid lead and normally we would say
Takutnya
this
kan
is a GG
dia
go
bakal
next.
nggak expect aja
But there's
gerakannya
no
gitu.
next game here in the series for Invade Esports. This
Cuman
is
jangan
the
terlalu
last
sering.
straw. And
Kalau di situ nggak ada
we
ya
don't even see
sebelah
that
kanan
much of a
pindah-pindah
win
ward aja. Tergantung
condition
kondisi
here for
sih.
them, because even Azrael now is just
Kondisinya banyak
struggling
soalnya.
to carry in this game simply because of I don't know, the positions. A while ago in that last fight, he wasn't there, was pushing in mid lane, and he got taken out as well by, well, Weba, but that was the one dealing the damage, chasing him away. So in the fights, we don't see an angle in which Invade Esports can actually win. And Raven on the Mega Inferno bombs wasn't really on point as well so far in this game. We mostly see him use it preemptively, but not really landing onto the members of Trace Esports. And if it does, it's not really dealing that much damage, especially compared to how Wind uses this champion. So it's looking so dim now in this game, in this series. I don't even know how
Waduh,
Invade
udah kalah
Esports
by
can
one,
hold.
Cok.
Whoa. Lee Sao just melted down the
Guenya sih
Gwen,
udah kalah by one
Ragnarok
sih.
comes in,
Susah
but
sih.
he flashes out. And that is a crocodile out of danger while the rest of the lanes are pushing against Invade Esports. And Rich goes in and does get a catch. He finishes off a kill onto Wind again. A little bit too close for comfort there, Wind, as the rest of the team does push down the top lane.
Yeah, 1-3-1, make that 2-2-1, because Lisa was just very independent.
Another catch maybe onto Rich, but it may be Lee Sao who's been caught
Mati
off.
tuh.
They are going to burn down the health
Note-nya
bar
mati
here
kan?
of the Nautilus, while Lee Sao is serving as a big defensive
Anjir,
defender
itu AATROX
as
ngeri
well
banget
as
ya mainnya ya.
Rose. All the damage is coming in, and
Boleh sih.
Invade who are melting like butter on a hot summer day. The Olaf has to run away with his Ragnarok, and he will be okay. Asriel's here, and he starts cutting him up with the scissors being thrown. Trace Esports get away, live to fight another day here.
Well,
Halo.
Azrael could have done more in that fight, but given that he died earlier, just wasn't timely here for Invade Esports. Rich tried to hold the fort here for Invade, but simply cannot do anything,
Lu lihat
especially
AATROX-nya tuh.
just because of,
Ngeri banget
again,
anjir.
the cask.
Itu kalau di rank
putting
Indo
Raven
sih
in harm's way
udah dianggap
and
dewa
just
banget tuh.
cementing them again, another team fight win. Azrael almost had an angle to come back.
Susah atau
in that
ketar-ketir
game
kalau di
'cause
Indo.
members of Trace Esports
Langsung
were
minta
so
suren.
low, but it simply could not chase them because one, it's a Gwen that doesn't have any flash, and two, Trace Esports are just so mobile.
2 catches on the other sides of
Mati
the
lagi
map,
tuh
and
Jazz-nya
one
tuh.
results in a kill while Asriel
Udah
gets
gap
away.
banget sih, udah
But Lee Sao's hot on the chase. He
perbedaannya
goes
udah
up
jauh.
into Rich, and maybe it's Nautilus who will be paying for this with his life. He tries to run away. He goes for the death charge into the Spider-Man. Batak is there to keep him slowed down, keep him in a reach of both Win and
Bang
Lee
wing rip,
Sao,
ini
and
lagi
they
wing
are
rip
gonna be
ini ya.
working on these
Nobar
in-hit
ini tapi.
towers now. The one in the mid lane is down to 850 as Asriel may be the one who is engaged on Sock and Weba. They are very deep into the enemy base. They're now going to go for the mid in-hit tower. Murley has been caught. He goes for the Ragnarok now, but it's a little bit too late. He goes down, and there's no more jungler, no more tank on Invade Esports. It's still going to be Trace Esports who respect the threat of the rest of the members and just pull back before overstaying their welcome.
Game number 1, Trace Esports won the game in 16 minutes and 17 seconds. Now,
malah Semir makan.
Esports managed to save their base, stall this game out.
Mukbang sambil nobar ya.
Broken their base in the same time frame. And now they're just looking to get this Mountain Dragon, possibly a Baron as well, to finish this game off. Invade Esports cannot contest at all in any objective given their situation right now. Look at the goal lead, 17.5. That is just obnoxiously high. 1,000 gold per minute lead is a tough barrier to actually break for Invade Esports. Basically any champion is ahead against any champion here. And Invade Esports even tap for sure is richer than anyone on the side of Invade Esports, and
yeah, that's gotta be difficult.
Almost impossible, my friend.
Yeah, but still, they will need to watch.
No, lu lihat Baron no, Baron setup gimana tuh?
Maybe another catch.
Kalau di turnamen.
Really, but Tak is just doing an insane job of keeping them away. Finger for the bomb right into the pit, but it doesn't really kill anybody. Not a lot of.
AATROX-nya ngapain tuh? Udah frustasi kah AATROX?
And then he gets taken care of. There's the world-ending Weeba. He is going to.
Udah cemas kah?
Asriel takes him down. Rich now as well on the chopping board.
Nah, udah. GG.
But he gets melted
GG.
into fries. Another kill onto the Nautilus, and it's just one champion, just the Ziggs. There's the rest of the team funnels in. Trace Esports looking to win 2-0. A flawless game for them. A flawless match, pretty much, and the Weeba getting the final kill just before the Nexus explodes.
And Trace Wednesday, they will start
items column. This makes the state of both teams clearer before the team fight. In the highly anticipated team fight mode, we visualize the damage dealt comparison. The real-time.
Kita game 1 aja.
Atom, if I'm not mistaken, or never.
It is.
Top side as well, you know, is.
Kalau di turnamen kenapa ya kayak gini mulu ya? Supportnya selalu GB
really get the
Baron lane anjir.
In that early instance, because again the center range advantage is just so difficult to deal with. Even if is using the Nautilus here, in which we do see a lot of pressure with a kill threat.
Gragas.
If it's an Akali, there's not really
Gragas
any
taruh bawah sih nggak ngapa-ngapain.
They can use in the lane, so they
Terus
might
Senanya taruh
need
atas.
Weeba to also go there in order to shut down
buat
both
nyusahin Akali kah?
And Raven.
Jadi ya kalinya nggak terlalu berani. Oh, main Sena kayak gitu guys, anjir. Main Sena di Indo cuman di landing doang.
Needs to really stay there and guard Lisa, which he does not do. Gets jumped onto by Asriel.
Tapi Gragas nih raba-raba.
It's so difficult to actually contest this lane here. Weva is going to be taking that scuttle crab though. Maybe look for something in another lane while Liu Sao is left to just not die here in the top lane.
Maksa hit tower.
Just a little trivia here on Liu Sao's Akali. He actually picked it up in the Baron lane so far once, aside from this one. It was the match against Nigma Galaxy during day number 2, and although he did have some strong points in that particular game, it still was a bit of a struggle. It was a loss. And now,
oh, look at this. That is them jumping onto Raven immediately, and Raven being the target there. Tay almost dies. Asriel now still back into the fray, pops his barrier. Taka and Lee Sao, what a surprise ambush they have.
Itu Jacknya bisa mati sih. Salah mencet itu. Salah mencet skill 1 dia.
I love that.
Bit here while Asriel and Raven are forced to back out. And yeah, they could also look for tower plate here.
Yeah.
Terus saya support bang biar jago kayak di turnamen.
What Trace Esports is doing, that is wow. Burst.
Oh, that is a Mega Inferno bomb, and Weiba hunts down Kha'Zix.
Nggak kebayang gue tutorin Sena gimana anjir.
Assisted by Wind. Big lead there for Trace Esports now.
And that is the pick-off that they need to actually, shut down the Kha'Zix. So far, we haven't really seen that much of a rotation coming in from Merly. And to just continue what I'm pointing out earlier, what Trace Esports did in the top lane with Tak and Lisao is how you actually shut down the usual pressure of a Senna. You try to turn onto him, you try to engage and maybe attempt to kill the Senna as well. Even if you don't, that is already a big pressure in the laning phase, because now Invid Esports recognize that at any point, Tak and Lisao could just go in.
Wih, udah level 7 anjir, Faya.
Weiba goes over the wall, but because that counter strike was spitting, they did not want to chase the Jack. So just a little bit of way was showing his presence here near the Baron lane.
Wow, kombonya kayak gitu anjir, keren cok. Lu lihat guys anjing. Ulti naut. Di ulti kali, dia udah komunikasi nih. Ulti naut. Di ulti kali. Seret. Di flash skill 1 naut. Wah, anjir cok. Full CC anjing. Itulah kelebihannya naut ya guys ya. CC-nya terlalu banyak anjir, makanya jadi laku banget di turnamen.
50% of its health and damage.
Menggokil anjing.
Very useful. Gets pounced on down to 20%. But
gila.
away. A big threat now from Trace Esports as they invade the jungle.
And now with a perfect execution, now with a depth charge, they're able to kill Raven. A while ago they were only able to shove him away, send him back towards the base, and now we're seeing even a goal lead rising towards Trace Esports. This is not looking good on the side of Invid Esports, especially that they are lacking that magic damage. Late game, they do have quite a lot, especially with the Jax, with the Senna. But how do you actually deal with Lisao later on? How do you deal with
Gila sih, terlalu banyak.
Oh, they found another hit onto Raven. He goes down immediately. Rich now very in the back seat. He gets taken out as well.
Nggak bisa gerak anjing ketemu naut.
Very incredible jungle right now. Much more effective than his counterpart, and they get first dibs on this dragon. 2-0-1 already.
Yeah, single pick off is just so easy on the side of Trace Esports. You have Divide, you have that lockdown onto one champion. I want to calculate how many seconds they could actually pin down a single champion. I'm guessing about 5
Bener sih
seconds.
Kata casternya sih.
Just because of the Vault Breaker, the
yang kiri pick up-nya kuat banget.
Nautilus things.
Bener kata casternya.
So that is already enough given the squishiness
jadi,
of the champions here of
misalkan ya di ulti naut nih. Pasti di backup sama temennya kan. Di ultify juga ya kan. Itu udah otomatis anjir. Oh kayak gitu tuh.
Yeah, Weiba just getting the catches again and again.
Yeah, Mega Inferno Bomb after that Vault Breaker, everything just
pick up-nya sih kenceng
there. 100% respect as well to take down that champion. And now with the leverage that Trace Esports is getting, they're gonna be trying to accelerate that even further as they do pick up.
Tapi kalau war gede tapi nggak jago main out yang ngangong-ngangong.
Ngangong-ngangong
ay. Bener. Jadi dia kayak tumbal gitu ya, dikira tumbal gitu ya, kayak ditinggalin timnya ya. Padahal dia masuknya nggak bener anjir. Bener nggak? Setuju nggak? Gue juga pernah sih. Orang kayak gitu ketemu gua kayak gitu.
Gets another accelerated shot blast onto Raven, and now they're the ones on the front foot. Onto Asriel. Oh my god, there it is. Vault Breaker, Mega Inferno Bomb, everything is going, but Asriel is still living. He's still barely alive. With maybe changing that though.
What?
Oh, it hits! And he's literally 1 HP. They're just trying to corral Asriel.
Mesti jadi Jacknya sih udah lepas tangan ya.
5-0 after, basically that was a fish in the battle moment for Asriel. With the turn.
Ini Riz dulu nih yang main di Epos guys.
Oh, what a
udah pindah ke Invade
pass coming in from Rich. Another kill for Invade at the very least. They get one. Raven flashing in, gets two. Wind now the target of Rich. Will he be able to slow him down enough for the other two to come in and catch him? No, Wind gets away scot-free so far, unless Rich wants to go for the targeted by the tower, and that is the end of that.
And bot lane though,
Kagak bang, apanya kagak Sarul.
BluffX is gonna get though by Rose and top. They're tanking so much, but BluffX is a Garen. He's tanky as well.
So he is gonna be able to save that bottom tier 1 as of the moment. Top side gonna be pushed as well by Invade Esports, so props to Raven and Rich. Will they get the tower? Yeah, they do. Lisa was just too late to defend that. So that is a slight win for Invade Esports in their attempt to get back in this game. Again, this team is so far struggling to get back their groove. 2 consecutive losses so far in terms of series, and all of their games so far has been 0-2. So this is so far not looking good. They're trying to come back.
This is going to go down. Asriel already got jumped on. Will he live? No, he won't, because Talk is there. The CC from the Nautilus a little bit too much to deal with. Merly and Raven are there to stop the rest of it, but that is a tower and 1 kill for free for Trace Esports.
Such clean execution for Trace Esports. They do get the tower, they do get engaged, and again the layer of CC is just so obnoxiously good at the side of Trace Esports that nobody that gets targeted on Invade Esports side is able to survive. And even if they do have the Dawning Shadow, even if they have the cast, it's just so difficult to negate the engages here of Trace Esports simply because the damage is also relatively high with Wind on the Ziggs, with the Jace of Rose. They can easily 100-0 anybody, and again, Tak is just that support that enables the team here massively. Well, it's a Garen.
Gonna get jumped on, but yeah, it is a Garen. He gets another spanking butt though. It's just Hawk is gonna get jumped on. He gets away by Spider Manning, and Asriel, he's hard committing. There's the counter strike. He doesn't stun at all. So there is the stasis coming in. Lee Sao though, he's dancing in and out. Finally, Talk goes down. There's a big Inferno bomb though, going to do a lot of damage. Raiden gonna get kicked in the face and then taken out. An execution onto the Jaxes. Merly tries to jump in and gets flashed off of. Rich now in the mids. He can try to take down Lee Sao, but he's not gonna be able to as Wind comes in to support, and that is a 3 for nothing. Lee Sao just finding the correct angle to get into that fight, but Merly is there. He gets exhausted, and now Wind's gonna get jumped on. The Soccer Card takes him out, and that is a 4 for nothing this time.
Laut yang jago banget tuh, dia kena setahun sekali.
But at what cost?
Kena setahun sekali aja.
Let's check out this replay and how Tak was able to really put them deep inside their lane. Look at how extended they are.
Makan apa lu ayo? Makan pisang. Pisang goyeng.
Lisa found the opportunity. The Mega Inferno Bomb was so good coming in from Wind as well.
Kalinya jaran gua tuh guys.
Wind comes through, and while
yang bener kamu bang.
Top side was being pushed by Rose. They got an inner turret.
Gila, kalinya udah gua banget nggak sih?
You know, that was a bit of a
Akalinya keren bang, ya kayak gua nggak sih? Akalinya kayak gua nggak sih?
That is greedy, and just 4 for 1 is a massive loss in general for any team, and Invade Esports are just in a deeper hole right now.
Yeah, and they're trying something desperate, trying to barge down mid lane.
Lihat tuh akalinya, iya itu ngeri tuh.
Lee Sao just engages fiercely onto Merly, misses the Shuriken throw though, so this will be a little bit of a separated fight. Trace Esports at least keeping Invade at bay and really showing them we are the ones in charge here. We can't even push a lane.
Kan nggak berapa kali bang.
So Invade really have to respect the threat that both.
Kata siapa nggak pernah pakai kali?
Interesting items though.
Ada konten lu pakai kali.
Has hull breakers, so we do get their intention now in this game.
Baru upload kemarin.
Can be the way, but there's an issue. Who's your wave clear? You don't have a Ziggs. You don't have anyone to actually clear up the waves as easily as a Ziggs normally does. So even if you have side lane control, if Trace Esports group up, it can be bad.
Rich gets engaged on though. It's Taco who goes for the depth charge onto Merly. He was knocked up for a couple of seconds.
Jiggsnya cok, ultinya kena 5-5-nya.
Hits absolutely everybody, and the health bars are still
tapi belum kerasa ya guys ya.
Strong. Invade.
Jixnya kalau beli point stop sih kerasa sih. Perlu point stop itu.
And if they can get away like that,
Jixnya.
you know, and force so much of Trace Esports to use their utility.
Itu kalinya belajar ke gua bang lah. Yang bener kamu bang.
I don't think there is a bit of a chance for Invade Esports at this point. Look at the goal lead, 11,000 at almost 11,000. Yeah, maybe there can be a glimpse of hope, but it would require Trace Esports to make a crucial mistake. It would require a massive turnaround just for Invade Esports to have yet a small glimpse of hope in this game. I think the lack of wave clear, the lack of a mage damage dealer or magic damage dealer is just so bad here on the side of Invade Esports. And now Trace Esports is just looking for more picks.
Soalnya Garen itu kan di turnamen itu kan tujuannya
well, even if
push samping, beli wall breaker dia.
1v1 is still bad for them because Trace Esports is just
push samping yang kuat Garen.
Yeah.
Makanya beli wall breaker. Biar minionnya jadi gede juga.
That Jason 1v1 even if you are tanking Garen, it doesn't really
tujuannya
matter
itu kalau turnamen Garen ya, kalau pakai Garen. Cuma nahan di samping.
Now in the lead as we was trying to make something.
Sama Jacknya juga beli wall breaker kan? Gara-gara apa? Gara-gara mau main samping guys. Jadi ya 1-3-1 jadinya formasinya. Garen wall breaker, Jacknya wall breaker. Jadi meta split. Meta itu. Nah ini nih krusialnya nih, momen-momen krusial, kondisi krusial. Tim merah nggak bisa ini.
So what
bisa apa namanya?
the angle here of Invade Esports?
Lihat Baron, no. Lu lihat Garennya jadi apa? Jadi tumbal.
Aduh
ngomong gue bilang. Ini momen-momen krusial nih. Maksudnya nggak bisa ngeliat Baron. Ada control war soalnya situ.
It laid the way for that Mega Inferno bomb.
And he's a tankiest member, so what more if it's the
and another catch? There is Rich going to get jumped on. The depth charge is committed and he gets jumped on by the.
Gua ya kalau jadi Jack sih
gua
speed bawah terus, bawa teleport sih. Mau nggak mau ya. Kalau turnamen, kalau nggak turnamen sih, langsung kan ranked doang kan. Tower ya kan. Tahu sendiri kalau gue main rank gimana guys. Bodoh amat sama tim anjir, tim hanya lalat.
Can come close to him. Lee Sao has a nice
angle. Look at that damage, and he got the shuriken onto the Kyle 6 as well. Mega Inferno bomb coming in. Very, very low health bars here for Invade Esports. There are still two committed on the Baron. This is just Trace Esports being incredibly efficient.
Lu udah nge-push rank bang? Belum. Belum nge-push gua Alip. Belum nyentuh.
Absolutely zone them away from the Baron. No chance for Invade Esports to even force that honestly, because
bang main FIORA jungle real kah bang?
1-2 levels against
FIORA jungle masih bagus kok.
He could easily just be bursted out here by the members of Trace Esports. So
G4 the best bang. Ini lagi G4 bahas G4.
Dim here this game.
Apa iya Wahyu ini lagi.
Trace Esports. Weba has a nice angle. Lee Sao as well. Look at his flank.
Oh, he's baiting them towards Lee Sao, but the stasis protects him for a little bit at least.
Dan diincer Sena, lu lihat guys. Lu lihat Senanya. Lu lihat Senanya guys. Nih ya.
Against Trace Esports.
Lu lihat Senanya, lu lihat. Lu lihat Senanya. Di ultify di tengah di flashan. No, di ulti naut. Di interjess. Makan tuh main Sena tuh guys, ha? Janji main Sena guys, main Sena di server Indo guys. Anjing, kenapa sih pick Sena guys? Nggak ada yang lain? No, ada Naut ya kan, ada Naut, ada Alistar ya kan. Ada yang lain. Kenapa pilihnya Sena? Lama-lama gua konten ini Sena. Yang kata itu.
Everybody's dead.
And they're just gonna
jadi
have
meme.
a pretty nice win.
Ada gua kepikiran jadi meme.
16 minutes and 20 seconds. Such a dominating one-sided victory by Trace Esports.
He does have a lot more money.
Apa nih RA?
Also to anyone just recently
jadi
tuned into the live stream, this is again the fight for site. Basically, teams have a representative to play out in a 1v1 in the Aram.
Temo jungle bagus nih lagi, temo jungle bagus.
Side selection priority.
Rocky coming in.
Wow.
Kita ambil layar dulu guys.
Damage here and there, but not everything coming in for them.
I like how Rocky always interrupts Juju trying to get that healing. And well,
true.
That is a way to deal with this, because if you go in first, whoever actually connects onto the healing one,
kira atas ada anomali.
Interaction.
Diam kamu Raya.
The first contact and then the redemption animation with the heal. So
janji bang, apa?
As much as
Sena di Indo preheat bang, buset preheat aja.
Yes, Juju gets the gauge on. He has to use a Dragon's Rage to get out of
halo
that.
Bang Wahyu, halo.
Proactively use it.
Sena nggak napas, mampus lu yang main Sena tuh. Bayangin lu main Sena kayak gitu anjir. Diincer semua orang anjir, di ulti now, di ultify, di placing Jace ya kan. Wah, makan tuh main Sena, nggak ada kapoknya main Sena.
So almost similar items here by both players, maximizing armor and resistance, as well as some utility anti-healing.
Belum push ring bang, belum. Gue belum push ring.
Well.
Nanti lah nanti.
So I guess
gue juga baru balik dari gua. Baru balik dari
wow, okay.
Let's go. Now Rocky gets exhausted. He has the Dragon's Rage. Juju has
menang dong Giri nih. Majuin lagi nggak sih?
Even trade coming out here for both Rocky and Juju. But Rocky does have that health font on his side of the map.
Sena public enemy iya, aduh Sena.
But Rocky's completely.
Kajik sama Fai lagi rame buat jungle turnai. Kayaknya kemungkinan karena cocok dari patch-nya ya. Dari pertama dari patch sama yang kedua dari komposisi tim. Makanya jadi banyak yang make gitu. Kalau di ring belum tentu apa namanya, belum tentu cocok, belum tentu OP apa yang di pick turnamen ya. Soalnya kan terutama kan dari pikan apa namanya, pikan rank kan random kan, daripada pikan yang di turnamen kayak gini kan. Komposisinya kan udah teratur sama coach. Kalau di ring apa random guys, makanya belum tentu cocok.
From Rocky, and that is why Rare Atom really loves putting him
Sena beli statis sama
fight for side.
Gak sama Immortal kalau
really high win rate.
Jangan main Sena cok, dibilangin.
And they fight for
bukan menjelekan Sena ya guys, cuman ya mendingan skip. Mendingan ada yang lebih bagus gitu, ada yang lebih bagus dari Sena gitu. Kenapa pakai Sena gitu? Alistar sekarang jarang di-pick di kompe. Mungkin gak cocok sama komposisi timnya ya. Gak cocok guys, makanya jarang di-pick. Kapan open mabar bang? Nanti. Masih lama itu. Kompetitif scan wirip di Indo sekarang gimana bang? Udah lama gak ngikutin. Untuk kompetitif Indo mana ya? Ya sedikit redup lah, redup. Mungkin redup ya, nggak tahu ya kalau. Soalnya lu lihat turnamen yang kayak gini aja berapa bulan loh? Berapa bulan belum selesai? Ini udah sampai 3 bulan apa 2 bulan gitu. Turnamen kayak gini. Dari Indo ngikutin ya. G4 OP bang nih lagi G4 OP.
Double champion priority first instead of the just the one champion. They're okay with letting that first one go if it means that they're able to get the draft that they want.
So what will be? I'm wondering what will be the take here of Rare Atom, since their most wins are when they are on red side, but it's only in the one series they had against Cerberus Esports, denying them on a reverse sweep. And one of the important things to take note is the performance of Yuri with the Ziggs and also Max with the Nautilus. Both have acquired MVPs.
Kalau WP-nya Sena gimana bang?
And they have picked up,
kenapa dijadiin waifu anjir Senanya?
Mid lane champion from Irma, getting the Garen, getting the Wukong. We were
masih di ember kah? Udah enggak, Pak Ijal udah enggak.
Game number 1. but it actually turned out great.
Biar udah
for
bubar.
Red
Iya,
Atom.
udah
Maybe
bubar.
they can
Itu
surprise
Senamontek
us
mempersulit
again
itu.
in
Senamontek
this,
mempersulit
in the series,
itu.
in this game number 1 against
Gue penasaran
JDG.
sama bandnya.
But again, being on red side means
Kenapa
you
nih
have
Sen
to
di
ban
ban nih?
Camille, the AATROX, and the Zoe.
Yeah, really not a lot of choice here for Rare Atom, while JDG they're
Sen lagi OP kah?
pinch Morty's cool a little bit here, take it out the Shan, take it out the Kazakhs as well. And I will be incredibly surprised if the Zoe does come out. I just don't think that's I just don't think that is.
Ayo sombong emang. Nih lagi sombong raya.
On the Zoe already, since we're already on patch 4.1b. So the Battle Star and the Sleepy Trouble Bubble damage has been reduced
Dino
to
nggak ada
about
kompe, takut dibawa ke meja
5,
hijau
10,
ngelanggar
maybe
udah.
15%.
Buset. Kenapa jadi
depending
ngelanggar
on if you are gonna be comboing them in. And I think that is gonna
Terakhir
be a big
ngikutin
deal
Wear sama main Wear
nonetheless,
season 2 atau
just
apa, maaf.
because of the usual burst
Maaf
that
bang,
we do.
gak
So
apa-apa
with the
Faisal
Zoe,
kan namanya juga
sometimes
nanya.
100 to
Gak apa-apa,
0,
gak apa-apa.
and I think that will be
Nanya mah,
mitigated right now.
gak ada
if you
salahnya.
look at just how,
Nanya yang belum kita
the
tahu itu
impact on
gak apa-apa.
the nerf
Malah
has
bagus
been.
jadi
Normally
tahu
when
kan.
we see a Ziggs
Gue aja kadang-kadang nanya kok sama
it is
kalian kan,
immediately
kalau main
taken
rank,
to side. But JDG
guys ini
says,
gimana triknya ya
"We're
guys
willing to
cara
get
main
the
champion
OLAF."
ini.
We're
Nah,
seeing this as the
kadang-kadang gue
best
nanya
way.
pas rilis apa
The
tuh, pas
Zoe though is the thing.
champion apa ya, hero apa ya guys?
Having
Lilia, nah iya Lilia tuh kadang-kadang gue nanya ke kalian. Jadi tahu triknya gimana. Skill satunya harus di ujung bang, oke.
Deal with unless you know Juju's incredibly prolific with his Olaf, because he does need to run that Zoe down. He needs to have enough.
Dan sekarang di RRQ Bre pengganti Skerlak, buset pengganti Skerlak anjir. Sen langganan Ben, kayaknya lagi OP kayaknya. Join impact-nya cepet. Iya benar.
Wow.
Cuman kecuali kegunaan Sen ulti itu apa yang lain? Kan join impact-nya cepat benar. Cuman kegunaan lain apa? Tebel kah atau skill 3-nya?
Maybe Morty is feeling a little rocky
Tim
as
Cina
well.
takut sama Sen. Iya sih. Kenapa ya?
Just do good here for Rare Atom, and
Bang nanti open mabar gue sportin
Rocky
pakai
had
Sena bang.
actually a really
Buset.
nice performance with this
Nggak
champion in the
apa-apa,
match
nggak
against
apa-apa.
Cerberus Esports, being able to just
Sen di band koperannya cepet,
bait
apalagi
out
ciri khas turnya yang
so
tim.
many people and outplay
Tim packnya
as
kuat ya
well
Sen ya?
in team fights and even in small circumstances.
Rendah kamu,
So
rendah
he's gonna be
kamu
looking
bang.
to mimic that performance
Mana
in
ada
this
merendah
game
Raya,
against GG as
seriusan
well.
gue mah.
But the
Gua
thing
kadang-kadang
that I'm
nanya
kind
kok.
of nervous about is
Serius gue pas
who's gonna be the
champion
front line,
Lilia kan Lilia kan
in this
baru-baru
game.
banget tuh. Pas
FIORA
gua udah ngamen
is
di
gonna be
PC kan juga
squishy.
Lilia kan
We haven't picked up a
belum
support
apa
yet,
namanya belum
though
rilis.
JDG hasn't been banning away, you know, the usual champions like Galio and also the Nautilus. So that gives an opportunity for Rare Atom to actually pick it
Nah,
up.
kita lihat ya guys ya. Lah kenapa nih? Lag. Bang lag bang. Lag bang.
And you know they are going to be focusing
Just because of this patch. And yeah,
Kamu jangan sombong bang.
I'm not
Buset
even sure
sombong.
that
Apanya
if
yang gue mau
if it's allowed,
sombongin?
that
Sarul.
it would be effective.
Bohong
in
nih
this
lagi
match.
Raya, the hell
This
banget
is
gak
going to
sih
be the
lu?
first time we are going to be seeing it, if ever. But no, Rare Atom does go with what is working, the Galio for the extra crowd control and the hero's entrance. JDG banking on more late game and pokes actually, because Virus Corky is poke city.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be you know, another one of
Bohong
those
bang, bukan
wave
sombong,
player comps that
ong.
can just engage at you from a mile
Itu.
away. And JDG, this can be
Pilih mana bang kalau dari
very
Drapik?
powerful start for them. You know, if they can get this going, it's Rare Atom. Again, the Garen coming out here probably gonna be in the mid lane there.
Dari
For
Drapik
Irma.
ya. Kalau dari Drapik ya.
Going up against the corner is gonna be very difficult in the early game.
A little trivia though. Rare Atom had this Garen in the mid lane for Irma against a Corky as well during their match against Cerberus Esports.
Drapik
They
bisa
actually did a good
menang.
job.
Gue megang kanan. Kalau
Obviously,
Drapik ya.
we're so
Gue megang kanan.
confused on how, you know, it happened, but it's more on Cerberus Esports' fault, actually. But Rare Atom is gonna
Gue
be
megang
banking
kanan kalau
on that
Drapik.
here in this game
Yang
against
ada
JDG.
Fioranya,
Let's see
buset,
if
yang
it's
ada
gonna be
Fioranya.
panning out. 60 to 40 in our voting poll, more so on the side of JDG, and it is a natural assumption as well. This team has been just cementing so many dominating wins again.
Oh, kita lihat ya.
If it's allowed, that
dari segi dapik. Ini FIORA ya kalau menang lawan RIVEN ya. Game kanan bisa menang nih. Ini Zoe juga sakit banget. Kalau segi dapik tuh gue megang kanan sih, jujur. Tim kiri kurang apa ya? Kuat cuman kayak kurang gitu. Gara-gara OLAF-nya ya. Nggak tahu kenapa ya. Gara-gara OLAF-nya, kiri kayak kurang gitu. Kuat sih kuat OLAF, cuman gimana ya, kayak kurang gitu. Dari segi dapik ya.
I do love the new animation here, like at the start. Now see, play castles, young and cheating. I just want to express my appreciation on it. You look good, man. You look good.
Grab nggak pernah ganti sampai ngantuk. Sampai ngantuk.
And again, it is because of the vitals, the grass as well. And normally actually
kok nggak ada yang bawa Yumi ya bang di turnamen elis jarang. Yumi lagi jelek. Yumi lagi jelek. Sekarang bagusannya ini apa namanya support tank. Support tank kan lagi di buff support tank. Lagi di buff dari segi itemnya. Ini kanan bisa menang kalau FIORA-nya menang ya guys ya. Kalau menang B1 sama RIVEN.
Visited just a tiny bit by Doki there. Not a lot, but just enough to say hi, how are you? Fei bye.
Joy turnnya ngeri. Iya sih ngeri. Kemarin aja ngeri anjir Joy.
Yeah, he will just have the advantage in everywhere.
Typical Garen things, you know, just running and screaming towards the opponent.
Dari segi drama aku megang kanan.
Bisa
mati tuh. Bisa mati tuh tadi. Tapi banyak duluan sih FIORA. Waduh, FIORA-nya barir itu ya. Undying ya. Udah kayak zaman dulu banget gua. Udah kayak season berapa gua pas itu ya. Pakai FIORA Undying. Udah lama banget gua nggak pakai FIORA Undying.
That is a big catch on the max, and that's the first kill coming in.
Snowball RIVEN-nya. Tapi kenapa pakai barir?
He had a lot of CC for himself.
Yeah, I mean RIVEN.
Tiada hari tanpa Lecowski.
Absolutely no way out for Max there. I mean, you don't have your ult just yet to actually exit. And the Galio doesn't really have any disengage tools except for the Justice Punch that can be interrupted as well. So that was very unfortunate and quite timely actually by JDG. So props on to them.
Yumi X Jinx
now the first blood gold, which will help him have a better performance in this early game against Rocky. Because a while ago we saw him, you know, being bullied a little bit by the FIORA. But with the gold that he has acquired, maybe he can pick up a grievous wound item to just bully lane even more.
Exactly. So, with all that being said, Sani and Doki, can they keep this league going? Because, you know, that is a tiny step in the right direction.
FIORA mau bikin apa tuh guys? Bikin defend kah? Bikin surrender kah? Apa mau bikin ini dia? Bikin harusnya defense sih, harusnya defense. Wah! Wah! Iya, kegunaan shield gitu guys. Kegunaan barir gitu. Sayang banget nggak langsung mati. Geragasnya jadi buang-buang spell.
Rocky went a little bit too deep there, was still able to survive, especially with the barrier and the sustain that he does get. And we will see here in this replay how, you know, amount of vision was actually negated towards Morty, and the moment he went in, flashed into the hammer strike, Doki almost had no way to escape. Good job as well by Morty, just shoving out the waves, negating any sort of auto attack that the minions can do to send it could the minions can do towards Rocky that could have been, you know, a 1-for-1.
Halo bang, kamu masih ingat aku? Tidak, masih dong. Siapa yang nggak ingat kamu, Bi?
He was just hanging on by the skin of his teeth here. A very good effort.
Gimana sekarang? Udah ngepep ya?
Adam, but they still have not turned this goal lead around. It
Apa
is
belum?
very slightly.
Baguslah kalau belum.
Favor, but with the objectives coming up in about 5 seconds, we'll see if Rare Adam wants to leverage that little kill that they got.
Udah dong, buset.
A good position here by the Dragon.
Oh yeah, Dragon. We have seen Rare Atom really prioritize this objective most of the time, but they're looking to contest now.
Waduh, skill satunya miss.
Will miss a little bit. Doki still takes a lot of damage.
Waduh.
And there is no steal.
Waduh. Warnya sih no banget ya guys ya. Warnya berantakan banget guys. Waduh, warnya berantakan banget.
And that actually comes out really well for Rare Adam. They won that fight. It was a 3-for-2.
Warnya berantakan banget.
Yeah, 3-for-2.
Lelat guys, warnya berantakan banget.
The Rift Herald. So I think that is still gonna be worth it for them. And I think the only reason why Rare Adam wasn't able to fully punish them is because one, you kind of missed that early paddle star. And two, Rocky got taken out quite early due to the damage there of ones. But good follow-up still by Yuri just cementing the damage onto JDG with the help of Max. Again, the tandem is really good on the Dragon lane here of Rare Atom, both of which has acquired MVPs as well in the 2 wins they have gotten so far
yang belum
in this tournament.
Udah pep aja, jangan dua-duanya.
So now, what can JDG do to stop this momentum from Rare Adam? They are trying to make their way in the
lu lihat Joe Joe kuat banget di tim fight itu. Gue megang drop kanan gara-gara Joe sama itu sama Riven. Riven sama FIORA maksud gue. Soalnya Joe menurut gue sakit banget tuh, masih sakit banget tuh walaupun di kena nerf ya. Kayak nggak berasa anjir nerfnya Joe.
Juju and Doki on the ropes now. Once is still pre-pro.
Warrior yang rapi itu kayak apa bang? Berbaris kayak anak SD mau masuk. Enggak dong, beda. Tadi itu berantakan ya gara-gara itu kan. Jesse ketinggalan ya kan tadi. Jesse ketinggalan. Jadi backup damage-nya agak lama lah. Bukan agak lama sih. Emang bener sih agak lama, agak telat lah hitungannya, agak telat. Nama filmnya enggak. Bohong kamu bang, apa nih bohong lu Raya. Geragas keras juga ya. Itu Geragas Warmok itu yang dikomenin di Indo. Geragas kok Warmok emang bagus. Belum tahu aja Geragas Warmok di turnamen gimana.
Now, here's the question. What do they do from now? What is going to be their angle here? Do they try to push top side? Do they plan to push bot side? Because JDG still
itu Geragas Warmok guys, lu lihat darahnya tuh.
Threat in the mid lane, especially because of the RH earlier. So they might just get
yang dijelekin di Indo.
Extended they are
Geragas Warmok emang bagus bang. Bagus lah.
And it can be scary because they can transition top side.
Irma. He goes for the
kalau Raya make atau makin di nerf bang.
Has to be careful not to get dove though, just like Rocky is getting dove just this moment.
Beda tangan bang, di Indo jadi batu. Jadi ini ya om apa? Om peminum anjir. Peminum peminum berat ya. Mabok mulu.
Rare Adam and JDG both looking for an opportunity but not trying to force anything once.
Ini yang kanan sih kuat banget sih. No. Yang kanan kuat banget apa namanya? Ngeharasnya bukan ngeharas. Kayak ngepok lah. Kok ngeharas jadi? Wow. Sis.
From Max coming in with the hero's entrance. 1 HP on the Riven.
Anjir, bisa gitu.
He survived that. He took 3 tower shots there. And that topside fight was able to shield himself.
Gara-gara naik level sama shield skill 3-nya tuh.
For Rocky and Max, they were a little bit miscoordinated there, and unfortunate because Max was too far away as well for the hero's entrance. Rocky tried to stall things out, but the dive was just so
coba di-rank bang, makasih inspirasinya bang. Iya, boleh.
For them. Midside though.
Ngepoknya sih yang kanan kuat banget guys. Joe sama ini sama siapa Majes. Bisa kan nge-stun nih. Kombonya kayak gini guys, nge-stun Joe, di-stun Joe. Terus kan skill 1 Joe itu dari jauh sama skill 3 sama 1-nya. Jadi dibarengin skill 1-nya Joe sama skill 1 Jess. Jadi bisa langsung mati. Itu kombonya guys. Pernah lihat di grup pada ngejelekin item warmok karena nggak ada stat armor repair. Iya ya, makanya gue juga ngeliat kok postingan itu. Yang dijelekin di Indo warmok apa itu? Padahal bagus loh.
And I love how they actually are doing it. The way they play this seemingly passively, but actually what they're only doing is mitigating
Lago banget tuh Rivennya lah.
Possible rotations from
Sejak kapan Raya main Riven?
Positive net ganks towards top lane to bully out Rocket.
Ini duet tim jungle sama-sama nggak kelihatan cewek.
No
kelihatan no. Itemnya no. Warmok juga no. Lu lihat Olafnya. Janji ngejelekin Warmok guys.
Unfortunate that the timing of
Indo kenapa yang ngejelekin Warmok ya? Gara-gara stat armor MR ya. Kenapa mikirin itu? Padahal fungsinya itu guna banget. Buat apa nih? Fungsinya Warmok itu ya buat lawan yang timnya musuhnya ngepok lah, musuhnya ngepok. Jadi kan Warmok itu kan nambahin darah kan kalau nggak kena damage kan. Dia mundur dulu terus apa namanya? Tiba-tiba darahnya banyak lagi. Jadi mana yang ngepok yang musuhnya itu habis lama-kelamaan. Padahal dia udah ngepok berapa kali kan. Gara-gara Warmok jadi darahnya penuh lagi. Itu kegunaannya sih. Anjas. Kita ngebahas penjelasan item-item ya. Gila. Kelas.
Now is the chance for them to maybe go in. Yuri actually is in a bad spot. Oh, the damage from the piercing arrows just.
Di grup mana yuk aing mau langsung OTW cek. Udah lama Raya, udah lama. Ada di grupnya komunitas no toxic itu. Bukan no toxic gitu lah. Ya, Galionya. Wah, di play sama Riven. Wah, udah. Rontok. Dapetin hip. Rontok.
And that is the angle that they're just looking for.
Gua pakai Warmok enak banget, tarik ulurnya enak Warmok dari. Ya kan benar kan? Itu gue setuju tuh merah. Kegunaannya emang gitu Warmok. Yang bikin Warmok bagus tuh biar temponya nggak hilang. Bener. Jadi nggak butuh recall. Weh mati.
They got the really clean ace. They got
Grupnya
now
Kuro.
a
Nggak tahu yang
5,000 goal lead.
gue wildrift no toxic gitu. Pas itu gue pernah ngeliat posnya.
How they are just able to construct this kind of strategy against Rare Atom. Look at the swing of
nih Joy pakai meta batin ya kena.
They got the Mountain Dragon as well. So the scaling of
Itu namanya predik guys, namanya predik bukan mata batin.
Exactly. And it will be up to Yuri.
Instingnya dimainin.
He has to keep the waves cleared. He has to look for these opportunities to sleep in trouble bubble.
Si Parusnya juga pinter tuh. Bikinnya item apa namanya? Yang anti sisi apa namanya itu guys? Yang lethality. Itu bagus buat kayak apa namanya? Ngindarin skill Joy gitu. Jadi skill 3 Joy nggak kena kalau ada war penting ya. Kalau bisa aja lu war penting terus Parusnya kena skill 3 Joy kan langsung mati kan ke comeback tuh. Bisa jadi kan. Kondisinya kayak gitu.
Against Rocky. And we do see a little bit of a delay towards
Bang kemarin Nobar kalah, gue kecewa berat lah. Kecewa berat.
That is something that JDG is actually timing. They know that they can actually interrupt Max's re-engage and follow up. and that causes, you know, so much troubles here for Rare Atom. Even a split-second delay on the hero's entrance can be devastating for Rare Atom, simply because JDG has the burst.
Exactly, and they improve time and again.
It's on Nick. Oh iya, it's on Nick.
Don't really care if you try to hero's entrance.
Bagus tuh. Kalau lawan Joy tuh item-item buat lawan Joy tuh. Anti CC itu. Kayak shield yang itu tuh, Buat lawan Joy, stunnya Gragas ya kan, misalkan stun Gragas. Stunnya Lux itu bisa dihindarin pakai itu tuh. Jadi bagus. Sebenarnya item-item guna banget sih, item-item tergantung kondisinya tapi ya. Item mah bikin mah tergantung kondisi. Makanya bisa ganti-ganti item. Kalau orang-orang kalau nggak ganti-ganti kayak kemarin tuh Parus beli anti shield padahal musuhnya nggak ada yang ngebuff shield. Kayak kemarin gua tuh pas sering kan. Jadi apa namanya, sayang banget itemnya, pasif itemnya sayang banget. Jadi nggak ada gunanya, cuma nambahin damage doang. Dari posisi 4 terjun bebas ke jurang. Apa Nova belum rezeki kayaknya. Kalau yang AP yang ada magic resistnya, Bansi. Waduh, kalah mekanik sih udah guys. Menang kiri guys, udah guys, menang kiri guys. Guys, menang kiri guys. Rivennya udah mendewa. Tapi kalau Fioranya menang mekanik, kayak sama-sama itemnya masih bisa lah kanan. Ini kenapa ya? Bang,
Corki mid in this tournament, and it's just doing as well. Use this champion in the mid lane and funneling with the virus and Juju as well. Just so good. Look at that Joki.
Going to get caught there, but he stopped the melting. He will get melted down though. Finally, 1-6 that kill down. Max in bad position.
Lu lihat Gragas tuh. Lu lihat Gragas, Cok. Gara-gara item Armo sama yang magic resist tuh, yang hijau. Yang hijau kalau nggak salah nambahin apa namanya? Darah heal regen ya, hit regen ya. Yang darah regen itu.
They know they can just play with fire at this point.
Jadi dia nggak beli amaran dia.
The threats here of Rare Atom. They're just taking anything that comes in their way. Slowly but sure they're
lihat ada mekanik nih.
The towers, and this is what I really like. The 1v1 of Rocky and Sunny has been going on for ages.
Ya ragu-ragu.
You see that solo 1v1
ya, Nesre. Gak apa-apa.
Rocky realizes
Nesre. Kok gue jadi pengen main ya guys ya. Sumpah gue belum main wing grip lagi sih ini guys. Gue jadi pengen main wing grip terus memakai Fiora guys.
Exactly. And Sunny 6-1 and 4 already, just being the Riven that you wanted to be, an absolute terror in the side lane, taking down even Fiora's. No questions asked. Once is level 15 as well, going to go for.
Jadi gatel guys.
On this infernal Drake.
Kalau ada mekanik tadi.
In the next few team fights, and I mean the map is pretty much cracked open for JDG.
Gitu sih kalau nonton turnamen pasti ada hawa-hawa pengen mainnya gitu. Intensnya itu loh, terasa banget intens kayak permainan game. Kayak atmosfernya kerasa banget di turnamen. Apalagi gue udah pernah ini ya kan ngikut ini. Tahu jadinya. Rasa-rasa cemas kau dek.
On the side of Rare Atom, yeah, that is the job.
Wah, dikejar.
In the moment that we see,
ini Corki bisa mati nih.
Any second hit is gonna be a tower taken down. But
the FIORA Bai is going to run into here. Will he be strong enough to take down a Corki? Not really.
Emang harus udah kabur sih. Gak bisa dipaksa. Oh, Corkinya pinter anjir, vitalnya diketembokin anjir. Jadi ke counter FIORA-nya.
JD just trying to punish that.
Ayo bang main daripada nonton.
Buset. He is able to pick it up. Now this is going to be a challenge though for Rare Atom.
Pisek delay region jadi lebih cepat dari
so far we haven't really seen
itu
them
kan
win in
Pisek
this
dia.
late
Dia
game
bikinnya yang
a single 5v5
yang bahan amaran tapi yang hijau namanya apa tuh yang hijau?
Elder Dragon is about to spawn.
Lah Om Peter sama Moja aja pengen compare lagi gara-gara
Sunny is or Rocky rather is
seru aja rasanya.
on the split push. So many
Seru. Hawanya
are
seru.
available in the bot lane and JDG is even banking on Baron now. Oh no.
They are just gonna go for it. They've gotten the cash fountain max.
Oh, lihat setupnya. Gragasnya udah emang kayak gitu, emang udah harus kayak gitu guys Gragasnya. Kalau mau Baron ya. Waduh, Rivennya. Waduh, belakangnya. Waduh. Bisa Elder, kanan bisa Elder harusnya ya. Kanan bisa Elder kalau mau ini. Kalau mau kanan bisa Elder. Tapi benerin wave dulu penting
But that
emang.
is the only intention there of Rare Atom. They wanted to stop JDG from taking that.
Galio-nya berani kayak gitu gara-gara ada Warmok gitu guys. Gara-gara ntar darahnya penuh lagi lu lihat nih. Lu lihat nih gara-gara Warmok cowok.
Sleepy Trouble Bubble gonna be connecting onto the virus though, so Juju has to create some space. Just try to play it out safely here. Wait for
yang kanan mutusin buat web dulu ya, benerin web dulu guys.
Here in this bottom side
Wah,
river.
waduh, miss Gragas ya. Aduh itu ngapain cok? Mati dong itu. Mati satu sih, minimal mati satu sih harusnya sih. Wah, wah, Galio-nya jangan maksa dulu. Kenain dong Joy, kenain skillnya Joy. Aduh. Anjing gregetan Joy. Sumpah kalau tadi Joy-nya kena skillnya ya, itu bisa comeback anjir, bisa mati 2, terus bisa Elder. Lu lihat nih. Fiora kan udah gagal tuh, ulti Gragas tuh. Udah bagus, udah buy time itu namanya guys, buy time. Buy time buat timnya apa namanya? Buat tim yang nge-backup. Waduh, OLAF yang dapat Elder. Wah, menang kiri dong. Aduh.
As once he throws the axe and gets the slow onto Rocky, this could be it. Oh no, the piercing arrow doesn't hit. Unfortunately, Morty is now the next guy on the chopping block. He gets piercing arrow. And well, that is going to be 3 down for Rare Atom. Yuri just taking a lot of damage there, and so is the next one last-ditch effort here from Rocky. Yuri,
gak jadi comeback.
Not gonna matter as that is
Joy sering miss ya. Kalau kena skillnya aja tadi. Itu mati 2 itu harusnya. Mati 2 terus bisa Elder kan, bisa setup Elder. Gak apa-apa ente, gak apa-apa Nesre. Seru anjir warnya tadi. Sumpah kalau Joy-nya tadi kena ya. Kalau Joy-nya kena tadi. Nih, Gragas kan udah gagal tuh ultinya tuh. Seru tadi. Oh, ini bisa dibalikin ini. Gragas gak ada ulti. Harus nggak ada ulti no. Harusnya lu lihat, harusnya ulti lu lihat nih. Harusnya ulti no, nggak ada ulti. Wah, ini bisa comeback sih harusnya. Sayang banget nggak. Waduh. Kill 1 Joy miss, lu lihat no. Oh, Galio-nya maksa masuk ya kan, skill 3 flash. Padahal itu nggak, ini kata gue sih ngejar corkinya harusnya si Galio. Kalau ke kanan harusnya, jangan ke kiri. Nah, lu lihat miss lagi Joy-nya no. Nggak apa-apa. Gua tahu rasanya. Nggak apa-apa.
Rare Atom was able to pick up.
It's okay guys, it's okay.
Actually had a nice flank.
Ente.
But it's not really as
sering miss coy. Coba kalau kena bisa comeback itu, yakin gua. Kalau kena bisa comeback aja. Mati 2 lah tadi minimal.
Stall the game out, play through to Sunny's Riven and Doki's Gragas in the Baron lane to buy enough time for Feibai and Juju to actually scale up. And the moment that they did, they just had so much massive damage in all of the
lu lihat damage-nya, damage build
the charts.
Ini damage build kalau nggak salah yang nebein ya guys ya.
Damage each for Feibai and Juju, just
apa ngedamagein musuh.
The reins here against Rare Atom. Irma really not as effective in the mid lane.
Oh, kalau damage taken kalau yang nahan. Lupa gua, lupa.
He just was not able to catch up.
Nah, ini nih. Kalau Fiora yang menang B1 tadi bisa comeback.
A lot for RA.
Ente.
In the game for a long time, but ultimately the Zoe was just not.
Dia megang drop kanan balal tadi. Drop kanan udah bagus. Tinggal eksekusi gamenya doang.
To stop siege of both the Corki and the Varus there.
Ulti Garen miss juga kena stun.
To think that they even first picked the Olaf, gave the Zoe
udah blunder tadi, udah blunder. Udah kesempatan itu.
Deny from any access, and I think we're all
bisa
seeing
Inggris.
as well the negative effects of the
JDG apa tuh Ciro.
We are on patch 4.1b, and there has been a nerf on
Jungle
the
gap ini mah
and the Sleepy Trouble bubble. We don't really
Bang
see
ada
that
public Vietnam.
insane burst damage
Itu bukan Vietnam, itu emang
from,
Ciro nggak jelas tuh
the
Ciro.
Zoe, and GDD just really so good with all of the fights that they have made all throughout the game. The Baron, the bait onto the Elder
mau live
Dragon
streaming
as
kapan
well,
ya?
and the clean ace that they have gotten in the mid lane
Besok
a
lah, guys.
while ago. They're now match point in the series, and let's see if Rare Atom can actually turn the tides around. It's gonna be difficult given the state of the series that
Gue
they
bakal
are
live
in.
streaming
So far,
besok lah guys ya.
Garen,
Kita lanjutin
despite
besok
being
ya.
a little effective in the early game, wasn't really that much in the late game, and I think
push rank, kita push rank. Gue belum push rank, masih eme gue.
Exactly.
Masih eme gue nih.
What can Rare
Masih
Atom do
eme.
once they're red? Maybe try to be a little bit more unpredictable when the draft does happen, and you know it's
Rambut dicat di mana? Mana ada di chat, mana ada. Sebelum subuh bang sekalian, buset sebelum subuh sekalian sahur nggak tuh?
No, maybe not. Sandy though will be
Deh guys ya.
VP there.
Berarti besok lah ya, besok lah. Kita lanjut besok ya guys ya. Thank you yang udah mampir dan menemani Nobar kali ini ya guys ya. Thank you, bye bye.